What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay, we're coming back to Mad Season. Yes, indeed. Mad Season fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Mass Attack 27, and this is actually one of Mass Attack 27's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Mass Attack 27. Hope you enjoy the show, man. Mass Attack 27 wanted to see me react to this song by Mad Season called Long Gone Day. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, I have never heard the song before. It does not ring a bell or resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a chance I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, I've heard this before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by American Nightmare, okay? And the video has 27,445 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Mad Season, Long Gone Day. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
So much blood, I'm starting to drown. Runs from cold to colder. Time to time, the sky's coming down to help me lose my way. Tears and lies for answers. You and open veins. God knows I'm gone. Girl, I just want you to come on down. Lord, it's a storm in my head and I fall. These sins are mine and I've done wrong, oh babe. Come on down. Come on down, my babe, I'm tired. Long gone day.
Was not expecting that.
Whoever said we wash away with the rain?
Okay. Just right off the gun, let me just get this out of the way. I was not expecting those harmonies. Those harmonies came out of nowhere. Obviously, that was all, Lane. Obviously, it was just Lane's voice, layered. He did all the harmonies himself right there, clearly. Well done, though, nonetheless. I didn't see it coming. That was a complete surprise. Here's some interesting instrumentation on this. I'm hearing like a woodblock xylophone. The drumming, I'm hearing a hi-hat, but I'm hearing more like congas and bongos than toms and snare and kick. It's more of a Latin percussion lineup from the drumming, from the sound of it, which is interesting. It's interesting. The stringed instrument, I'm not sure what that is. I suspect that's a guitar. I suspect an acoustic of some kind, but oh, the tone's off. It doesn't sound like a guitar, though. It sounds... I'll be honest with you, I don't know what it sounds like, but I'm almost positive it's a guitar. The attack sounds like a guitar, but the resonance is really full. Like, the type of resonance you would get from, like, an upright bass, almost. Maybe it's an upright bass and they're playing it up high. I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird. Maybe I'll figure it out as we keep going here. Let's back up a little bit. I hope I can figure that out. It sounds good. Don't get me wrong. Everything I'm hearing so far sounds really good. It just, I'm really confused about the stringed instrument, though.
Whoever said we wash away with the rain?
I hear a guitar.
See you all from time to time.
Saxophone.
Isn't it so strange how far away we all are now? Am I the only one who remembers that summer? Oh, I remember every day, each time the place was safe. The music that we made, the wind has carried all of that away. Long gone days.
I like that long gone day part. I love that. Those harmonies are nice.
Whoever said we wash away with the rain? So many tears, I'm starting to drown the rain.
Okay, let me pause. Let me back up a little bit too. Okay, so I was confused with the guitar. I was like, I can't tell if that's a guitar or an upright bass or what. Okay, I think I figured it out. It is a guitar and a bass. It's both. There's the guitar doing the higher notes. The bass is doing the lower notes, obviously, but what was confusing me was the resonance. That's what was throwing me off. It is an acoustic bass, but it's not an upright. It doesn't sound like an upright. It sounds like a hollow body bass guitar. Like an acoustic bass guitar. Just your typical, it looks like an acoustic guitar, but it's an acoustic bass guitar. It might be fretless. It might be, because I'm hearing some movement, some slide movement, and I'm not hearing any fret noise whatsoever. So it may very well be a fretless one. The instrumentation on this it's unique. I think that might be what I'm digging the most about the song. Well, that and the harmonics on the, Long Day Gone. Very full harmonics. I still can't get over that. I love it, man. It sounds so good. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the song itself. The instrumentation's great. The vocals are fine. I got no issue with the vocals at all. The song itself is just kind of... For lack of a better word, the song's just kind of dragging on. You know what I mean? It's just kind of dragging along. It's a good song. Don't get me wrong. It's well written. The the chordal progressions sound good. The direction of the song is good. Everything about the song is good. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just me personally. I just feel like the song's kind of dragging along. It's just kind of plodding along, and it's just kind of doing its thing, and whatever. But it just, I don't know. I'm waiting for the song to go somewhere. You know what I mean? Instead of just swirling around and around and around. Anyway, let's keep going here.
So many tears, I'm starting to drown. The rains in heavens all come down. Silver spoons to fix the crown. The luckless ones are broken. Fears and lies for answers. You and open flames. God knows I'm gone. And I just want you to come on down. Lord, it's a storm in my head, and I fall. These sins are mine, and I've done wrong. I want you to. Oh, I just want you to come on down.
Okay, we got key change.
I fear I can't lie.
The sax is a nice touch. I gotta say, don't get me wrong. I can always appreciate when people put sax into songs, and as long as it fits. I've heard people put sax into songs and it has absolutely no business being there. I'm just like, why? It doesn't fit. The sax, it sticks out like a sore thumb. But then you have other songs like this, and like a song from Dream Theater called Another Day, where the sax, you can't imagine the song without it. You just can't. Like if you were to hear it without the sax, it would be empty. It would be hollow. It would be missing. Like, you would listen to it and go, where did the sax go? It's very much the same thing with this. If I were to listen to this song again without the saxophone, I would be like, it's missing it. It is definitely missing it. It needs it. In a way, it does. It does need the sax. It's a nice touch. For this style of song, the feel of the song, it's definitely a nice touch. Whoever's playing the sax, outstanding job. Really nice job. He's playing very conducively to the style of the song. He's not overly playing like a lot of sax players do. No, he's playing a style that fits what's happening within the rest of the band. It's very conducive. That sounds really good. Let's keep going here. Let's finish this out.
I fear I can't like then I lost my way. And shout to God to bring my sunny day.
That's how they end it? Oh! Very unusual ending. Very unusual ending. I'm going to think about that. I'm going to think about the whole song. I'll see you in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Mad Season with Long Gone Day. This was a request from Mass Attack 27, and this is actually one of Mass Attack 27's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Mass Attack 27. Hope you enjoyed the show, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, no. Nope. Yes. Yes. Okay, I feel good about that. All right, that feels better. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, the song itself, the song writing, it was really good. Okay, it was really good. I would give the songwriting about 7.6, 7.7, somewhere in there. Okay, wasn't overly complicated. It was a pretty simple song, very repetitious. I did like the key change toward the end. That was a nice switch up. I'm gonna say this, and if I upset people, I'm sorry if I upset you, but this is my honest opinion. A very needed change. Something needed to happen. Something needed to make that song move forward. Something needed to happen to break up the monotony of the song. Otherwise, it was just going to keep circling and circling and circling. So that key change was definitely needed and very welcomed. So great job, great forethinking in the songwriting there. Nothing overly complex about the song whatsoever. Now, it went up quite a bit because of a couple of factors. Number one, Lane Staley's vocals, the harmonies, those vocal harmonies on the Long Gone Days. I was not ready for it. I did not expect it. And when it happened, it sounded full. It sounded great. It was a welcome change. He only did it a couple times, which I'm a little upset about. I wish he had done it at least one more time towards the end, but that's okay. I got what I got, and I'll take what I could get. But that helped increase the score. The other main reason I brought this up in score, and hear me out on this, okay? I know a lot of people are going to be scratching their head like, what does that have to do with it? And when I'm done, you're going to understand it actually means everything, okay? The instrumentation on this song, the use of different instruments than what you typically hear in rock bands, that was a nice switch up. Now, I've been very critical of bands in the past being experimental, okay? Now, when we're talking about experimental bands, and the first band that comes to mind is Frank Zappa, okay? He would do a lot of experimentation with different types of instruments as well. The difference between this and Frank Zappa is this was melodic, this was pleasing to the ear, this was a simply constructed song that could have been very easily done by guitar, bass, and drums and keyboards, and it could have sounded just fine. But rather than that, they took guitar and they took bass and they put them in an acoustic setting. Instead of piano, they used a woodblock xylophone, and instead of a drum kit, they were using a hi-hat. Yeah, the hi-hat was there and cymbals were there, but it felt like it was more like congas and bongos. Now, that is not going out there and banging on refrigerator grates, radiators, and trash can lids. That it's not the same thing. You're not sitting there with a kid's xylophone that they had when they were 2 years old, and every single key was a different color of the rainbow. It wasn't that. It wasn't sitting there banging away on milk bottles and oil cans and stuff like that. It wasn't that at all. It was using real musical instruments to produce the sound that they were getting. Was it experimental? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you don't hear too many rock bands busting out the congas and the bongos with the woodblock xylophone. It just doesn't happen very often. So they used it and they got the tones they were going for in a very ear-pleasing way. Not in a way that was static, not in a way that was abrasive, not in a way that was thrown in your face and being yelled at, choking you out going, "This is experimental!" No, they didn't do that. They did it very pleasingly to the ear. Everything about the song sounded really good. I actually enjoyed this song, believe it or not. It's not my usual cup of tea, but I would not be opposed to hearing this song again. Now, does that mean it's going to go on a playlist? No, it's not going to go on a playlist. I'm not going to actively search out for the song, but if someone were to play it, I would have no problem listening to it. It was very pleasing to the ear. It was nicely done. Like I said, the vocals were really cool. And the instrumentation is really kind of what brought it up into the 8s, if I'm being honest. It really did a fine job of experimenting a little bit, but not so far out that it sounded like a cacophonous mess. You know what I mean? No, everything they did made sense. Everything they did sounded good, and I loved the addition of that sax. That sax was a nice touch, very welcome indeed. Combine all these things together, and that's how we get to an 8.3. So 8.3 final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good. It will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content is dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.